Okay, hi folks. I just wanted to record a quick video here just to give you a rundown of the new DegreeTutors Labs platform. So I've been building this in the background alongside working on courses and things because I wanted to have a platform that we can use as a place that we can do more than we can do with a static website. But I wanted to have an additional platform for members to access, which has come to be DegreeTutors Labs, where we can do additional things. So I can post text versions of lectures for members, and I also want to be able to start building additional tools and having interactive learning tools and analysis tools again available for members. And for that I needed to build something like this DegreeTutors Labs platform. Okay, so now you can actually use the platform because this website is predominantly for all access members. You can only register an account if you're a subscriber, an all access subscriber. If you happen to be watching this video somehow and you're not an all access member, you can join by basically following this join here link up here. Okay, so let me just sign in here and we'll get into it. So let me see. All right, so this is your main dashboard. So this is where basically all of our courses live. So we've got all of our courses here. So all the courses currently that we have. You can filter your courses by, well, all courses first of all. Ones that have video and text. So there's only one course at the time of launching this Labs platform. I've only got one course on it that has video and text, and that's the new course that's just been released, our Multi-Degree of Freedom Structural Dynamics course. But all of the courses have all of their video. So if I select video only, you'll see that it shows up all the courses. So you can go in and watch any of the courses here, like you could do over on Podia. Eventually, as you know, the plan is to get a full text version of all of these courses up. And so you can, again, follow the roadmap or look at the roadmap that I've published to see what I'm working on next to get, and I'm going to be constantly working on getting these courses documented. Okay, so each of these courses, each of the panes here has a little series of icons. So you can see here, basically, we have a video icon. If it's green, it means the video is available. You'll see that they all have green video icons because there's video for them all. If it's a green book icon, it means that the full text notes are available. And again, this is the only one with a green book icon. If there is a padlock and if there's a padlock and it's locked, well, that means it's members only. And so premium all access members can basically access, well, you access everything. But other folks will be able to navigate to this page, but they won't be able to access the content. They'll only be able to see the preview videos like they can currently on the DegreeTutors website. Then you have the little info page here. That just takes you to the static page for the course over on the main DegreeTutors website. And then, of course, you can go to the course. If I contrast that with the Python projects, you'll see that all of the Python projects are open. That means that as premium members, you can obviously access them, but obviously other people who are not premium members can access that content as well. Okay, so back over here on the courses list, if I go and click into a course, it brings you to the first lecture in the course. This is obviously our new course where we're talking about structural dynamics. And of course, now for this particular course, we have a full text version of the course. And so every lecture has its full text version below it. So obviously this is just an overview of the course. So your lecture basically looks like this. You can scroll down, video at the top. You've got your lecture title, the section, the actual content itself, and then a little end panel down here. So when you finish the lecture, complete and go to the next lecture, and there we have it. There's me again, obviously. And then basically come down and you can basically work through your lectures like this. Now, I have found I was never really big into, I never really gave the thought of having text lectures much weight, to be honest, until I actually took a course myself not too long ago and had a text version. It was really, really helpful because it allowed me to get through the course an awful lot quicker. And so that was really the thing that made me want to do this for DegreeTutors courses. So hopefully you'll find it's an awful lot of extra effort to do it, to build it, but I think you're going to find it's going to be really quite helpful. And again, for folks who have asked me over the years now at this stage for captions for videos, they'll probably or hopefully find this helpful as well. So if I go to a bit more of an interesting lecture, let's say if I jump down, go to the lecture index here at the top right. The lecture index has basically every lecture, as you might imagine, and then you've got a little symbol here to tell you if there are files associated with that particular lecture. So if I scroll on down to what would be an interesting lecture, this guy here, for example. Okay, so We won't worry about the contents of the lecture, obviously, but this is essentially what a beefier lecture will look like. You'll have all of your typeset equations. You've got all of the code snippets. Well, some of them are more than snippets. They're code blocks, essentially, of Python code that are used in that particular lecture. You've got images, graphs that will obviously be embedded. And if I have, do I have any GIFs for this one? Yeah, I have a GIF for this one. Obviously, your GIFs are embedded as well, so that's kind of helpful. The other thing to point out about a lecture, the structure, if you like, of a lecture, is every lecture has this panel here. And if you notice, there's a little button here. If you click on that, you will reveal essentially a resources panel. So this is where you'll download the files for this particular lecture. It's the exact same as the files you download when you're viewing the lecture over on Podia. Now, importantly, if you want to ask questions or, in the usual way, leave comments or ask me questions at the end of a particular lecture, there's not yet a facility to do it here over on Labs. And so for every lecture, I've provided the link here that will go over to this lecture over on the Podia platform. And so if you have a specific question, click on that and that will bring you to where you can leave a comment over on Podia. Not a perfect solution, but it's still early days for the Labs platform here. So hopefully you'll find that helpful. What else can I say? If you want to give yourself a little bit more screen real estate here, maybe you're working on a smaller laptop screen, you can collapse down your menu here and basically gives you a good big amount of the screen to work through the lecture. So we now have a decent, I'd say, lecture index. So every one of the DegreeTutors course lectures and project lectures is now documented. So we have 614 of them here. So this is a really handy little table because it's a searchable lecture index. So you can click on this guy and then search, and it will search the lecture title across all lectures, including projects, so project lectures and actual proper course lectures. So if I was to do something like, I don't know, more circle, it's straight away bringing up the lectures that have more in the title. So let's do something like, let me see, virtual work. Okay, principle of virtual work. If I want to go straight to that lecture from here, I can just click it and that will bring me over to that particular lecture. So here we are over in the principle of virtual work, which is part of that Mastering Virtual Work for Civil Engineering course. And you can go straight and watch the lecture from there. You can also filter the list or filter the table. So if I want to filter and I only want to see in this particular table lectures associated with a particular course, well then I can just select the course. Let's say, let me see, building a beam deflection calculator, and now the table is only showing me lectures associated with that particular project. And so that can be kind of handy as well. So in particular, this is useful for if you remember or half remember watching a lecture at some point and you're not sure what course it was in, well then come over here and basically run a search, and this should help you find the lecture more easily. Then we've got structure work. So what is structure works? I essentially want to take all of the analysis tools that we've built over the different courses, and I want to bundle them into this platform so that you can log on here and basically do some structural analysis and have a cloud-based structural analysis package, essentially. Now it's for learning purposes, and so it'll really be slanted towards that. So for now, don't get too excited, there's nothing too hectic coming next, but for now we just have basically a holding page, right? It just says coming soon, cloud-based structural analysis and interactive. I need to fix it. Look at that typo. I need to fix a typo there. Interactive learning tools. Okay, that's just a little 3D thingy, placeholder basically, right? Really, the purpose of me talking about this here with you now is just to give you a sense of what's coming. I imagine, I'm sort of thinking in my mind's eye here, a series of panels here, which will, you can click into them and that will bring you into different solvers, maybe 2D truss analysis, 3D truss analysis, beam analysis, FE analysis. Like we've written the code for it. Like we've written all of the code to build the tools. So I really just now need to take them and embed them within this particular website and with a nice sort of look and feel and a nice user interface to them. So that is, in a nutshell, the platform for members. As I say, if you're not a member, you can still get access to all of the open access content, so all of the Python projects. But most of the content, and indeed all of the course content, is going to be, and the documentation of the course content is going to be for all access members. And so you'll need to subscribe to the DegreeTutors membership in the usual way, and then once that's done, you'll be able to then register for access to this platform. All right, folks. Well, that's it from me. Just a quick one this evening, just to give you a bit of a heads up about what you can, well, what's in here. I hope you find it useful. It will get more useful as time goes on. This is going to be one of the big things that I'm working on all the time, basically. In addition to creating courses, I'm going to be, always working on this platform as well, because I'm pretty excited about the potential and the possibilities for this as a tool to help people learn engineering analysis tools and techniques, and basically just be a hub for learning engineering. Okay, so that's it from me for now.